Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Here's Kevon, and he gets a
MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They take the hands off. Now Prescott. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Cowboys butting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led up by the 7th-year quarterback from Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Shoves him off. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
A gain of 30. And the Cardinal 1st down.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Run here. This is DiMercado. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Throw is caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
1st down, ball at the 36. Here's DiMercado. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Still second down.
So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has a man, that's Greg Dortch. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Murray with the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Cardinals first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Here's a game to DiMercato. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 21-yard gain, and that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connects on the crosser. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now we'll run with DiMercato. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. DiMercato on the carry. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8. I don't know.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Here's Kyler to throw. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting a quarterback in the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Just the feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and to finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First down, here's Dak. That's Lamb running the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Second down now, they need 7. Straight ahead with Williams. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To the air on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now for Prescott. Catch made. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Draw play. This is Williams. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Prescott to sneak it. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
He's calling his own number again. And this line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
A 6-yard pick.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dap to the air here. Avoid some trouble there. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. He's running for it! And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
So that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato. This makes it up to the 25. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They're going play action. It's Murray. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Kyler throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Fourth down punt coming up. So on comes Pat O'Donnell. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, Kavontae Turpin. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or two short of midfield. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott takes off with it. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Fights off the pressure. Sends this to the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Aubrey puts it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. DeMercado bringing it back. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out had the Cardinals now on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, it's Murray. Has the connection to DeMercado. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now Kyler, completed over the middle. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Gain on the play. And the Cardinals first down. A gain on the play.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Gets him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He puts some juice on it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And it'll be first down, Arizona. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cardinals hoping to grow their lead before halftime. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Going from the gun here. Copy in the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. DiMercato. Fights across for the touchdown. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Those Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead to 8.
14. Cowboys 6.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw. Screen here for Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Dump off pass to Williams. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Arizona.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Going on first down. Here's Murray. Getting out to his left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Murray from the pistol. On the move, past the 40. This one's caught. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. He's running with it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Murray on 3rd down. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So on 4th down, Cardinals calling on Chad Ryland to attempt this field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. The kick by Ryland is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
From the gun is Prescott. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. A run here. This is DeMercado. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. There's DeMercado. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
3 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's a game to DeMercado. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Murray. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Cardinals out for the punt. It'll be Pat O'Donnell doing the honors. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there.
29-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. Now for Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the it, knocks it free, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, third down. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll run with DiMercato. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. DiMercato on the carry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. On the ground. This is nice. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And that means third down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Prescott takes off with it. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's there, fair catch called for and taken. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Land on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to run for it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Murray throwing again on 2nd and 10. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And this one doesn't go far.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught by Wilson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Again, it's Murray to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Kate, from my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down, but there was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Another Cardinals first down. A gain of 11.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10. He keeps it on the option. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he's going for it again. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Now Knight. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals have likely locked up the win right there. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals push their lead to 18.
Cowboys 6.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Turpin with a return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys about set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And no question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on first down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Dak now from the gun. And he's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Air it out on 3rd. He's running for it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Throwing on first is Prescott. Catch made. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Prescott here from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Prescott on 1st and 10. Completes it again to Pickens.
Complete to George Pickens. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Now it's Prescott again. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Another throw for Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
2nd and 16 at the 30-yard line.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed here to Tolbert. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Looking from the pistol, Prescott will step up, and there he goes. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14
Final timeout
yards.
taken by the Cowboys.
And
now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and goal at the
As much as you'd
5-yard
like to
line.
find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys get it back to within 2 possessions. George Pickens the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys make it an 11-point ball game.
Cowboys 13.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this will be recovered by the Cardinals. That ought to do it for us here. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah, I do remember. I remember silencing those road crowds. There's no better feeling than to hear, those boos and those cheers and all that noise just silenced because you beat them in their building. You know the other great sound? The plane ride home. Those are some of the greatest memories you have to celebrate that road victory and a whole road trip home to take it all in.